Day 5. The fifth step of the divine will in the Queen of Heaven, the triumph of the test. The soul to the Virgin. Celestial Sovereign, I see that you extend your arms to take me upon your maternal knees, and I run, indeed fly, to enjoy the chaste embraces, the heavenly smiles of my celestial mother. Holy Mother, your appearance today is one of triumph, and in an air of triumph, you wish to narrate to me the triumph of your test. Ah yes, I will listen to you very willingly, and I beg you to give me the grace to know how to triumph in the tests which the Lord disposes for me. Lesson of the Queen of Heaven. Child most dear to me, oh how I yearn to confide my secrets to my child, secrets which will give me so much glory and which will glorify that divine fiat which was the primary cause of my immaculate conception, of my sanctity, sovereignty, and maternity. I owe all to the fiat. I do not know anything else. All my sublime prerogatives with which the Church so honors me are none other than the effects of that divine will which dominated me and reigned and lived in me. Therefore, I yearn so much that he be known who produced in me so many privileges and admirable effects as to astonish heaven and earth. Now listen to me, dear child. As the Supreme Being asked of me my human will, I understood the grave evil that the human will can do in the creature, and how it puts everything into danger, even the most beautiful works of its Creator. The creature, with its human will, is all vacillating, weak, inconstant, disordered. And this is so because God, in creating it, created it united as in nature with His divine will, in such a way that it should be the strength, the prime movement, the support, the food, the life of the human will. Thus, by not giving life to the divine will in ours, the goods received from God in the creation are rejected, and also the rights received in nature, in the act in which we were created. Oh, how I understood well the grave offense which is made to God, and the evils which pour down upon the creature. I had such horror and fear of doing my will that justly I feared, because Adam also was created innocent by God, yet by doing his will, into how many evils did not he and all generations plunge? Therefore, I, your mother, stricken by dread and more by love towards my Creator, swore to never do my will, and to be more sure and to better attest my sacrifice to He who had given me so many seas of graces and privileges. I took this human will of mine and tied it to the divine throne in continuous homage of love and sacrifice, swearing to never use my own will, even for one single instant of my life, but always that of God. My daughter, perhaps to you it does not seem that my sacrifice was great, that of living without my will. I say to you that there is no sacrifice similar to mine. Rather, all the other sacrifices of all the history of the world can be called shadows compared to mine. To sacrifice one's self for a day, now yes and now no, is easy, but to sacrifice one's self in each instant, in each act, in the very good that one wishes to do for all one's life, without ever giving life to one's own will, is the sacrifice of sacrifices. It is the greatest proof one can offer, and the purest love drawn from the divine will itself that can be offered to our Creator. This sacrifice is so great that God cannot ask more of the creature, nor can the creature find any way to sacrifice itself more for its Creator. Now, my most dear child, as I made the gift of my will to my Creator, I felt myself triumphant in the test desired of me, and God felt Himself triumphant over my human will. God waited for my proof that a soul should live without its own will, in order to repair the divisions of the human race, and to assume an attitude of clemency and mercy. Therefore, I attend to you again, in order to narrate to you the history of what the divine will did after the triumph over the test. And now a little word to you, my child. If you knew how I long to see you live without your will, do you know that I am your mother, and the mother wants to see her daughter happy? But how can you be happy if you do not decide to live without your will as your mother lived? If you will do that, I will give you all. I will place myself at your disposition. I will be everything to my child, provided that I have the blessing, the contentment, the happiness of having a child who lives all on divine will. The soul to the Blessed Mother. Triumphant sovereignness, into your hands of Mother I place my will, so that you yourself as my mother purify and embellish it, and together with yours tie it to the feet of the divine throne, in order that I might live not with my will, but always, always with that of God. Little flower of the day. Today, to honor me, in every act that you do, you will consign your will into my maternal hands, and you will pray me that in place of yours, I may make flow the divine will. Exclamation. Triumphant Queen, rob me of my will and hand over to me the divine will.